Do you believe that a dictator's rejected proposal would change the fate of 18,000 people? There is an outstanding rumor that once Amin asked a young Sikh Indian woman to marry him. When she and her family refused, he reportedly outraged, so he pledged that all Asians, eventually all Indians, would pay the price. So, today I'm talking about the real history behind Idi Amin's expulsion of Asians from Uganda. I recently read the Malayalam novel Mama Africa by T.D. Ramakrishnan. The story follows a main character named Tara Vishwanath. Through her journey, the novel explores a terrifying era of Ugandan dictator Idi Amin, his obsession with an Indian woman, their marriage, and her eventual escape from his control. While the novel is work of fiction, it touches on a very real and controversial historical allegations. Many historians and survivors hear that Amin's decision to expel the Asian community was triggered by a personal reasons. In 1972, President Idi Amin ordered expulsion of Uganda's Asian minority in giving them to just 90 days to leave the country. At that time, South Asians in East Africa were simply known as Asians. Their historical regions dates back to early 800s. They first arrived as a migrant laborers to build the Uganda Railway. Over the decades, they dominate in trade and commerce. They were a significant part of this community. Explosion took place against a turbulent backdrop of anti-Indian sentiment and rising black supremacy movements in Uganda. Amin justified his actions by accusing that Indian minorities' disloyalty, non-integration, and commercial malpractices, claims that Indian leaders strongly disputed. Amin defended his expulsion by arguing that he was giving back to ethnic Ugandans. Roughly 13,000 of Asians, many of whom held British passport, fled to UK. This journey was dangerous. Many faced physical harm and harassment while trying to flee. Even after they arrived in Britain, they often encountered racism as they tried to rebuild their lives from scratch. Today, most Ugandan Asians have built successful business and professional lives for the generations. However, the deep trauma, they never spoke to their children or grandchildren about the horror they faced during that time. We often read explosion and statistics, but for the 18,000 people living in Uganda in 1972, it wasn't just a political move. It was a 90 days countdown to people end of their world. Imagine having only 3 months to pack your entire life into a single suitcase. It was so pathetic. So, if you touch this story or if you like to share any stories about migration and resilience, please share in comments. Anyway, one thing that let's keep this history alive so they are never repeated. Anyway, thanks for the watching.